Okay. Why am I so awkward? Okay. Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Caitlin, and this is a channel dedicated to my short films and short stories. So today's short story is called Staggering Breaths. I wrote this a few months ago, and it's just been kind of sitting in the vault. But I've taken it out and I've revised it a little bit to something that I really like and I'm really proud of. So sit back, relax, and get ready to listen to my story, Staggering Breaths. His name was Daniel. I never actually called him that though. To me, he was just Danny. He had the most captivating blue eyes, the ones you could get lost in, and a smile that made you feel safe and warm. His skin was golden and he had deep chocolate brown curls. It was the spring before college and we were at the lake. It was just us and it was perfect. We could feel the sun's rays on our skin and hear the seagulls flying over the water. The water was a light crystal clear blue that always reminded me of Danny's eyes. I was waiting to see if I got into Columbia or not. The opportunity to go to Columbia was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, but it would mean being 3,000 miles away from Danny. I knew that he was sad that I applied, but he did always hide his feelings so well. I have to go, Danny says. Oh, I say. It was weird that he decided to leave so early. I watch him walk away as his silhouette disappears into the distance, and then there's just me there alone. I make my way home, to which I find my parents sitting at the table. This is never a good sign. Last time they were sitting around the table, it was when they told me they lost the baby. So I quickly prepared myself for the news that followed. Jessica, my mom says. Her voice is shaky, and she's on the verge of tears. Jessica, I think it's best you sit down, my dad says. Jessica, Danny has passed away. I can feel my heart sink into my stomach as I try to catch my breath, but it's like my lungs can't get enough air. I try to feel anything. I try to cry, but I feel everything all at once. I wonder what went through his head. It was a perfect day. The best day. If only I knew how much he was hurting, I could have helped somehow. I had just called him. He sounded okay. I didn't remember what he said before he jumped. I just remember what I didn't say to stop him. And that's when I realized that maybe, just maybe, I wasn't the hero I made myself out to be. A few days have passed and I couldn't bring myself to get out of bed. Everywhere I go, I am reminded of him. However, today is his funeral. I pull myself out of bed and make my way to the shower. My whole body feels like pins and needles, and I'm overwhelmed with anger. I put on my makeup and my black dress and make my way to the funeral, where I'm greeted by all those who love Daniel. There was nothing you could have done to save him, his dad says. He made up his mind the moment he got there, his mom says. His funeral was a lovely service. I didn't cry. I haven't cried since I got the news that he died. I couldn't bring myself to grieve the loss of the one I loved the most. If only I would have kissed him longer or held him closer, maybe, just maybe, he would still be here. His laugh would still fill the room, and I could still feel him grab my waist again. Maybe if I would have held his hand longer, he would still be here. Jessica, there was nothing you could have done. He loved you. He loved me. He loved me. This isn't love. You don't leave the ones you love. The air escapes my lungs, and I can feel each staggering breath, and it feels like my world is collapsing. I was going to leave. I chose Columbia. Maybe if I would have stayed, he would still be here. I could still hear his laugh and see his smile. I could have saved him. However, I am alive, and he is dead. I am breathing, and he's not. I look at his grave, and all I can think is that it's a beautiful headstone. It's a light gray cobblestone, and it's engraved. Daniel Michelson, beloved brother and friend. He was only 18. I was only 18. I can feel the wind in my hair and as it flows through my black dress. I make my way back home, and the ride back with my parents is silent. They are unsure of what to say. What do you say to someone who just lost the love of their life? I'm sorry, my mother says. How can a word have the potential to carry so much weight and mean nothing? You do not have to apologize. You've done nothing wrong, I say. Jessica, it's just a polite thing to say, she says. Sometimes I wish my mom never spoke. Her words are sharp and painful like knives and carry little weight. The rest of the car ride is silent. We drove through the old neighborhood and the street is lined with trees. This is his favorite spot in the whole world. He always said it felt like the trees could just swallow him up, and just for a moment, the world was calm and nothing mattered. I wish I could be swallowed up. I make my way home and take a shower. I feel the warm water on my skin, and it is a sharp pain. Everything hurts, but I feel nothing at all. Everyone always says showers lift the spirits. I get out of the shower and stand in front of the mirror. I wipe away the condensation from the shower away with his favorite towel. and as I stand in front of the mirror, I feel the tears roll down my face. I stare and see no reflection, as I am dead, and Daniel, the one I loved, killed me. Thank you so much for listening, and if you stayed this long, thank you. The story means a lot to me, and it's very special. So I really hope you enjoyed. And for those of you struggling with suicide, the hotline will be down below. Do not hesitate to give it a call. You can text 741-741-HOME, and it's a crisis hotline, and help is always out there. So thank you so much for watching, and come back soon for my next post. All right, bye.